Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel today. It's a girl Mimi. If you're stopping for the first time, you're highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to go about making this palazzo pant with this stylish keyhole at the hem. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, I went ahead to fold my fabric this way, and then the first thing I went ahead to do was to mark out 2 inches straight line. We'll be replacing this back with our band. Hope you understand. So go ahead and mark yours. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark my hip length, which is 9 inches, and the next one is my crotch length, which is 12 inches. To get your crotch length, you're going to divide your hip measurements by 3, and that will give you your crotch length. So from my crotch length, I decided to come down by 2 inches, which is going to serve as my thigh length. All right, hope you understand. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to take my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches allowance, and I'm going to mark what I have there on my crouch line, my hip line, and my waistline. Remember, I said your hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches allowance. So altogether for me, what I had was 11 inches, 11.5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that on my hip line, on my crouch line, and on my waistline. And then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line. All right. Now, after connecting my lines, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to come out by 2 inches on my crouch line. This is just me confirming the measurement. So on your crouch line, I'm going to come out here by 2, and then I'll connect a curve into this line just like this. All right, so after that, I'm going to take in my waist measurement now. My waist measurement divided by 4 will give me 7 plus extra 2 inches allowance. Then I'm just going to connect that to my hip line. I am sorry, at this point I didn't notice my camera wasn't capturing what I was doing, but I hope you understand. All right, so I'll just adjust. So this is what I mean. Go ahead and connect it to your hip line, and then on the thigh line, divide your thigh measurement by 2, and then mark it there, and then add your seam allowance, and then I'll just go ahead and connect this down to the hem of my trouser. All right, so just go ahead and do yours exactly just like what you've seen me done right now. So the next thing I'm going to do right now will be to go ahead and cut this open. All right, so just go ahead and cut yours. Take note of the areas that I'm cutting. All right, so go ahead and cut yours. All right. So after I was done, I'll also go ahead and slit the side open. All right. And so guys, this is what we have for the front. So I'll just go ahead and place this on a fresh fabric to cut for our back piece. So this is me arranging the fabric. All right, just go ahead and do yours. Place your fabric on another fresh fabric. Now the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take my measurement. All right, so from this end here, I'm going to be coming in by 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark it there, 2 inches, and then from that 2 inches I'll go up by 1. All right, then I'll connect a straight line there, and then on this other end we are coming out by 2 inches. That 2 inches that we came out from this side, we're going to replace it over to this side, and then we're going to connect a slanted line just like this. All right, to meet this point. And now on my crotch area, I'll also extend the line, and then I'll come out there by 2.5. all right, hope you understand. So I'll just connect this line here to what we have on the crotch. So go ahead and do yours. You can see how this is looking. So I'm just going to connect that 2 inches down to meet this point, not all the way to the end, all right, somewhere around here. And then I'm just going to connect that 2 inches on this other end to my hip, and then the rest of it will be 1 inches. All right, so that's basically all for the back. So I'll just go ahead and cut this now, and then I'll show you how this looks. So guys, after I was done, basically this is what I have for the cutting of this pant. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go ahead and sew 1/2 inch on this crotch area, like this, from my waist down to my crotch area. This is for my back piece, and then I'm going to take in my dart from here after the seam. I'm going to come in here by 3.5, and then I'll also determine the length where I want my darts to stop. All right, so just go ahead and mark yours, and then I'll also go ahead to do the same thing for the front piece. I'll just go ahead and sew 1/2 inch from the waist down to the crotch area, like so. And then I'll also take in my dart, making use of my nipple to nipple measurements, 3.5, and then from there I'm going to determine the length where I want it to stop, and that's it. So I'll just go ahead and do this in my sewing machine, and then I'll come back to show you how this looks. So guys, after I was done, this is what I have. All right, this is my back piece. This is what I have for my back piece. After I was done sewing, this is what I have, and this is for my front piece. This is what I have. Now, the next thing we are going to be doing right now is to work on the lower part of our pant, the front piece, the designs we have in front. All right, so we are just going to be creative here. We're just going to be creative. It depends on what you want. So for me, I decided to start 6 inches above the length of my pant, but I ended up not even following that 6 inches. So at this point, all what you need here is to be creative. So I'll just go ahead and take my circles, mark my circles on my pant, mark the desired designs that you want. For me, I just want to be making use of this oval and circle shape. All right, you can just decide to do anything on yours. So this is where your creativity comes in. Hope you understand. So just go ahead and draw out your desired design the way you want it to be. So for me, I'm just going to be making use of these. So after I was done with one side of this, I'll just go ahead and also draw my designs for the next leg of my pant. All right, so just go ahead and do yours too. All right, you just have to be creative. You might not necessarily love to use the same thing I am doing here. All right, you want to be very creative at this point, like I said. All right, so just go ahead and do your own design like you see me do. So guys, this is just how you achieve the design on the lower part of this pant. So I should be using a soldering iron to open this, but I don't have it at the moment. So I'll just go ahead and open this hole at the center of the circle. All right, so I'm just going to cut through like this. So with the soldering iron, it is going to be easier and faster, but I don't have it at the moment, so I decided to make use of my scissors. So you can as well go ahead and make use of your scissors if you don't have the soldering iron. All right, so just go ahead and make a cut at the center of those designs, and then you can go ahead and cut through. So I'll just go ahead and do same for all of these circle and oval designs, and then when I'm done, I'm going to show you how this looks. So guys, this is what I have for all the holes after I went ahead to cut them. So I'll be working with this gum here, B6000, and then I'll be making use of my cup chain too. Alright, I went ahead to make use of about 3 yards of cup chain. So depending on how much design you want, alright, to make, you can go as well as getting much of this cup chain. So for me, I made use of 3 yards and it was enough for this design. So go ahead and apply your glue just like this, and then apply it all the way around the circle, and then go ahead and apply your cup chain. All right, at this point you just have to take your time, place it around the gum just like you see me do. All right, take your time, be careful with it. So just go ahead and place it all the way around. There's no big deal here. All right, just apply your gum and then your cup chain on top, following your design. All right, so I'll just go ahead and cut this off. I'll just go ahead and cut out the excess, and then I will glue the edge. So that's it for the first one. So I will also go ahead and do the same thing for the second one. You just have to be very careful, all right, with this gum, so you don't end up messing up your band. So you just have to be very careful with it. And before applying this, make sure you have a paper under your fabric. This will enable it not to gum on the table, just like you see me do. So make sure you have something under. So just go ahead and apply your glue on the second one, and then go ahead and apply your cup chain, all right, all the way around. And then I'll just go ahead and do that for all of the designs, and then I'll come back to show you how this looks. So guys, after I was done with all the designs, this is what I have now. So I'll just go ahead and allow this to dry on its own. Allow the breeze of God to touch it. All right, so after mine has finished being dried, I'll just go ahead and take out this carton I have underneath it. Go ahead and take it out. Be careful with it, all right? So I'll just go ahead and pull this out. Make sure yours is well dried. As you can see, mine is not really dry because of the tutorial I'm making for the sake of this tutorial. So make sure yours is very dry, right? So this is what I have. You can see how beautiful this is looking already. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go ahead and couple this. I'll go ahead and join my front piece and my back piece together, and then I'll take my measurement on my waist, my hip, and then I'll just go ahead and shape them on the side, and then I will join the crotch area also, and then I'll come back to show you. So guys, this is what I have after I was done. I went ahead to leave about 8 inches downward from my waist on this side for my zipper. So I'll just go ahead and measure what I have on the waist also, and then I'll go ahead and cut out my waistband. That is exactly the measurement I have on my waist, with a width of 2 inches. Remember the 2 inches we have. I have about 2.5 here. So after joining it, we'll have 2 inches on our waistband. So I'm just confirming the measurement I have, if is exactly what I measured, if it's exactly what I have on my waist for the trouser. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach these like this. Just go ahead and attach them, place them this way, and I'm going to go ahead and sew all the way around. All right. So guys, after I was done, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do right now will be to attach my zipper to the side of my trouser, and then I'll also go ahead and hem the lower part of it, and that will be basically all for the cutting and sewing of this beautiful piece, this beautiful pant. So guys, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Bye, and see you in our next video.